Good morning, Melee. Rather, good afternoon to my homies on the West Coast, good evening to the homies on the East Coast, and good day to everyone else in the world. My name is Deer, your host for the Good Morning Melee show, as well as the founder of Gallant Gaming. Thank you for tuning in this fine Friday afternoon to the second iteration of our premier, Slippy-based major, the Gallant Melee Open. In today's episode of Good Morning Melee Afternoon Edition, I'll be taking you through all the exciting content my team and I have worked hard to line up for the next 3 days. Oh, and if you're wondering why I'm in a suit, I figured that it's the best way to make it clear it's not the morning. Who wears a suit in the morning, right? While a 2-day event like the Gallant Melee Open Winter Edition was fun, you know what's really fun? A 3-day event. Today is a pre-tournament content day. The initial idea behind a content day was to focus on curating community-created content, working to recognize some of the amazing creators we have in the scene. It's also a chance for us to have some more fun competition and event formats, such as tonight's volleyball exhibition. Let's take a look at today's event schedule. After this episode of Good Morning Melee, we'll take a look back at some of the action that went down in January with the top 10 plays from GMO by Even Matchup Gaming. Following that, we'll tune into an excerpt from Smash Talk. Smash Talk is a video series by Zarango of Mountainside Games, the producer of our secondary stream for Gallant Gaming. The excerpt will feature a short interview with Vish, primarily focused on his amazing 9th place finish at the last GMO. At roughly 4:30 p.m., I'm proud to welcome 2/3 of the core Melee Stats team, Edwin Budding and Gimme That Wheat. The pair will be analyzing the event bracket and players to watch out for this weekend. If you're new to the scene or haven't been following Melee in the Slippy era, you won't want to miss this hour-long segment. Following the Melee Stats segment, we'll be joined by the dudes from Alston Melee, presenting another one of their incredibly well-researched and produced top 10 videos. Today's video will be featuring the top 10 sickest Melee crews. Stick around after the top 10 video though, as there may be or may not be something epic following it. At around 6 p.m., the latest member of SSBM Tutorials, Spark, will join us all the way from Pakistan for a brand new guide. Spark has done a ton of research, including talking to Fizzy himself to put together a guide on how to get started playing Melee Online optimally in 2021. Shoutouts to Spark, Fizzy, Connor, and Kira for putting that together. By the way, have you wishlisted Epiphany City on Steam yet? Deadass, go check it out. At around 6:15, we'll be joined by the king of volleyball himself, DUCC. Not the Samus player from Michigan, but the best volleyball player from Europe, an amazing content creator and Melee skin creator to boot. DUCC will be explaining the basics of volleyball, as well as giving tons of analysis on the meta, including a tier list. After DUCC's video, we'll kick off the volleyball exhibition event. The invitational event will feature 8 of the best volleyball players from the United States and Canada. While they may not all be household names, I assure you their talent and creativity on the court will blow you away. Honestly, some of their serve setups I've seen are downright nasty. The volleyball event will be featuring a unique format. First, we'll have an 8-player single seed elimination bracket, where competitors will face off in best of 3 sets. The first and second place players from the bracket will be selected as the team captains. Each will be responsible for drafting a team of 4 players. The 2 teams will face off in a 4-on-4 head-to-head, where each player will play once against a member from the other team. If we end up with a 2-2 tie, the captains will have a rematch of grand finals to settle the score. I hope it made sense, but if it didn't, just watch the event, it's gonna be hype. It is gonna be commentated by Blarg257, Billet, and DUCC himself all the way from Finland. And that wraps up what we've got lined up for today. That's a lot of content, and I hope you enjoy. In addition to long-form content, we'll also be sprinkling in fun, community-created short-form content during breaks. Keep your eyes peeled for those, and don't just walk away when you start playing ads. On to the weekend. Throughout the entirety of the weekend, we'll have 2 streams going on. In addition to this stream on twitch.tv/btssmash, please check out twitch.tv/gallantgaming. Even though it's a second stream, I assure you, it's second to none in terms of content and production. We've got amazing commentary set up on both streams, as well as top-level gameplay. Here is a look at all the commentators we have this weekend. On Saturday, we'll kick it off at 11:30 a.m. with another episode of Good Morning Melee. This time, it's actually in the morning. However, Tomorrow's episode won't feature this part of the show, it'll just be an interview because I've kind of already told you everything we have lined up for this weekend. From 12 to 7, we'll broadcast our singles pools. We'll start off with the East Coast from 12 to 4 and the West Coast from 3 to 7. To improve the pools experience for players, production, and viewers alike, we'll be using Slippy files to broadcast sets on Saturday. This will allow the bracket to run much more efficiently, but more importantly, prevent situations where players have to wait extended periods of time between their sets. The pros of this significantly outweigh the cons, and there's only one major con I can think of: spoilers. Since the matches aren't truly live, you may see the result on the player's own stream. Please, if you watch multiple streams, do not spoil the results in chat. I'll personally be strictly monitoring the chat and timing out anyone who tries to spoil the results. Tomorrow evening, we've got 2 exciting first to 5 exhibition matches. The first will be an intense double show match between CLG's PewPew and SFAT versus Shroomed and Beast Ghost S2J. Following that, we'll head across the pond to watch 2 of Europe's best Fox players, Pipsqueak versus Nikki. The exhibitions will once again be commentated by Toph, Lovage, and Fish. On Sunday, we'll head into the top 64 phase of the tournament. Did I mention all top 128 matches will be best of 5? With tons of top talent, Sunday is going to be full of nail-biter sets that you won't want to miss. In addition to having sets streamed on both different channels, we'll be publicly sharing all Slippy files from the event on Google Drive afterwards. Damn, as a Melee fan, I'm stoked to watch the event. You bet you can catch me in Twitch chat all weekend. I hope you're excited as I am. Before I sign off for the afternoon, I wanted to take a moment to recognize some of the key folks behind the scenes of this event. In no particular order, I'd like to thank Vancity Primal, Kump, Jade, JDMH, Nathan Sandwich, Zarango, Juna, Flashburn, Nikki, Sooyoung, Georges, and all the amazing other people who are making this event possible. If you want to support Gallant Gaming further, please follow our Twitter at Gallant Gaming, where we'll be live tweeting the entire event, our YouTube, where we post all the event VODs, our Twitch, where we'll be broadcasting all weekend, and we have a merch store on SmashGG/GMO Spring. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, and I hope you are all enjoying the experiences that Gallant Gaming is creating for you. Have a great weekend.